This video we are going to see the next example of a velocity and acceleration of a 4-bar chain. Here is the question. The question PQRS is a 4-bar chain with link PS is fixed. The length of the links are PQ, which is equal to 62.5, QR is equal to 175 mm, RS is equal to 112.5 mm, and PS is equal to 200 mm. The crank PQ rotates at 10 radian per second clockwise. Draw the velocity and acceleration diagram when angle QPS equal to 60 degree and Q and R lie on the same side of PS. Find the angular velocity and angular acceleration of link QR and RS. So first of all, we have given that that is crank PQ rotates at a 10 radian clockwise. That means here the crank is a PQ which rotates at a 10 radian per second. So omega PQ is equal to omega PQ equal to 10 radian per second. Omega PQ is equal to 10 radian per second. So now we have to draw a configuration diagram first. So configuration diagram, PQ is equal to 62.5 and QR is equal to 175. Here we have given the link PS is fixed. So PS is fixed, so we have to draw first PS, which is 200 mm. But 200 mm, that is 20 centimeter. So we have to choose a scale. So let us take a scale of I will take 1:3, that is 1/3 of the dimension. So first for the RS, 200 divided by 3, which is equal to 66.66. that means near about 6.7 centimeter. 6.7. So first draw the PS, which is 6.7 centimeter. Here I have drawn the PS, but you have to write with given dimension, that is 200 mm. Now next one is a PQ, which is the crank. PQ is the 62.5. So 62.5 divided by 3, that is 20.83. 20.83 means 2.1, near about 2.1 centimeter, which is at a 60 degree. QPS means PQ, Q point is a crank point, QPS, that means crank has an angle of 60 degree. So we have to draw 60 degree at point P. So measure it 60 degree from 0, 60 degree. Now you have to draw 2.1 centimeter, which is PQ. Here I have drawn the PQ, which is 2.1, but given dimension is 62.5 mm. Now next is a QR, 175 mm. 175 divided by 3, 58.33, that is 5.8 centimeter. 5.8 centimeter, but we don't have an angle, so we have to take a dimension in a compass. 5.8 and make a chart. Then next one is a RS is a 112.5 divided by 3, which is 37.5, that is 3.8 centimeter. So take a 3.8 in a compass. Make a chop from S, because which is a PS dimension. Now we have got a one point, which is the point R. So connect it, QR. QR. This is QR is the 175 mm and RS is the 112.5 mm. Now next, as we have given a omega PQ, which is 10 radian per second, that means we have given a velocity of angular velocity of line PQ, which is 10 radian per second clockwise. That means PQ rotates clockwise. Omega is equal to 10 radian per second. So we are given a VPQ. Now we know that VPQ is equal to R omega PQ. R is the length of link. So R is the length of link PQ. 62.5 into omega PQ is a 10, equal to 625 mm per second, which is the velocity of PQ, that is crank. Now we are having a velocity of PQ, so we can draw the velocity diagram for the PQRS. So first mark one point. Here I have marked one point and give it name as a fixed link. PS is the fixed link, as we are having a given data, that is PS is a fixed link. So for point you have to give a name P and S, which is a fixed points. Now you have to draw the perpendicular lines to draw the velocity diagram, because the velocity is always perpendicular to the link. So first draw the perpendicular line to the PQ. For drawing a perpendicular line, you can match a scale lines with a link. Draw perpendicular line here, but for PQ the velocity is the 625 mm per second. So for that we have to take a scale for the velocity diagram. Scale, let us take a scale of 1:10, 1:10, that 1:10. So if I take a 1:10, that is 62.5 mm per second, that is 6.3 centimeter. So take a dimension of 6.3. Here it is, yes, I have taken the correct 6.3 centimeter, which is a VPQ. I have drawn it in a downward direction because crank is moving in a downward, that is clockwise direction. Therefore I have drawn the line in a downward direction. Now next one is a QR. You have to draw perpendicular line to the QR, because this is a Q point. From QR I am drawing the line. As I don't have a velocity like PQ, as I don't have a QR velocity, so just draw it. Now next one is a RS link. So draw a perpendicular line to the RS link from a S point, because we don't have a R point, so you have to draw from a S point. So we have a S point here, so I am drawing from a S point. This is a cross point, which is a R point we have got. Here is the velocity diagram. This is the velocity QR, and this is the velocity of link RS, and PS is the fixed. Velocity diagram, velocity polygon is velocity polygon. Now we have to calculate the angular velocity of link QR and RS. For having the angular velocity, we should know that the velocity of RS and QR. So from this velocity diagram we can calculate V QR equal to you have to give a small dimension to the velocity polygon. Here R, small q, and small p, small s, PQRS. So QR into scale. Now we have to take all the dimension in a mm. So measure the QR, which is a 3.6. 3.6 means 36 mm. 36 mm into scale, that is 10, is equal to 360 mm per second. VQR equal to 360 mm per second. So we know that VQR is equal to R omega QR. So omega QR equal to VQR upon R equal to 360 divided by R. You have to take the dimension of link, original link, that is QR. QR is a 175. So 175 omega QR equal to 360 divided by 175, that is 2.057 radian per second. Now this is first. Second is the velocity of RS equal to small rs into scale. Small rs you have to measure from the velocity polygon, measure it, which is equal to near about 4.3, that is 43 mm into scale, that is 10. So VRS equal to 430 mm per second. 430 mm per second. Therefore VRS equal to R into omega RS. Therefore omega RS equal to VRS upon R equal to omega RS equal to VRS. We have got the 430 divided by R is the length of original link, that is 112.5 equal to 430 divided by 112.5, that is 3.82 3.82 radian per second. Now here for acceleration polygon, now you have to draw one table like this. First one, serial number, link, length of link, velocity of link in mm per second, centripetal acceleration, that is fc equal to v square upon r, and mm per second square. Okay, now PQ is PQ, QR and RS. These are the three links, PQ, QR and RS. As PS is fixed, we don't take in this table. So PQ, QR, RS, length of link and velocity which we have calculated, VQR and VRS. Okay, so I have written in this table. Now you have to calculate FC is equal to V square upon R, that is FC of PQ equal to V square. V is the 625 square divided by R is the length of link, that is 62.5. next is FCQR equal to 360 square V square upon R. R is the 175 equal to, and last one is a FC is a RS. FCRS equal to 430 square divided by 112.5 equal to, now you have to calculate it, 625 square divided by 62.5 equal to 6250 divide, that is mm per second square. Next one is a 360 square divided by 175, that is 740.57 mm per second square. And last one is a 430 square divided by 112.5, that is 1643.55 mm per second square. Okay, this is the table for the acceleration polygon. Now we have to draw acceleration polygon by this table. So choose a scale of 1:100. Now mark one point, fixed point, that is P dash, S dash. Now we know that the crank is rotating at a constant velocity. So omega rotating, the crank is rotating at a constant velocity of 10 radian per second. So angular acceleration is the rate of change of angular velocity. So as the omega is constant, therefore alpha is a 0, derivative of constant is 0. If the alpha is 0, that is angular acceleration is 0, so there is no tangential acceleration in case of PQ, that is crank. Okay, so we have to just draw the centripetal acceleration, that is 6250. So for that we have chosen a scale of 1:100. For drawing an acceleration polygon, there are two methods. One is drawing perpendicular lines to the velocity polygon, and second one is drawing a parallel lines to the configuration diagram. So I will go with the parallel lines. So first draw the parallel line to the crank PQ in a downward direction as crank rotates in a clockwise direction. So here I am drawing the line. Now we have 6250 divided by 100. So 6250 divided by 100, that is 62.5, which is 6.3 near about. So mark 6.3. Here I am drawing the 6.3, that is Q dash. Now we have to draw QR line. As QR is not rotating at a constant velocity, so there is a angular acceleration. Therefore QR has a two accelerations, centripetal acceleration and tangential acceleration. So first we will draw the centripetal acceleration by drawing a parallel line. First draw a parallel line. Okay, now for taking a dimension, we have a FCQR is equal to 740.57 divided by 100, that is 7.4057, that is 0.0 7, near about 0.7. Here I have marked the 0.7 centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration here. This is the FCQR. This is FCPQ. Okay. Now I have drawn the centripetal acceleration. Okay. Now there are two acceleration for QR, as I said. So for drawing a tangential acceleration, keep in mind the tangential acceleration is perpendicular to the centripetal acceleration always. So draw a perpendicular line to the centripetal acceleration of QR, which is shown by a dotted line, which is a tangential acceleration. As we don't have a dimension, so just draw it. I have drawn the tangential acceleration perpendicular to the FCQR. This is a FTQR. Now next one is a RS link. RS link also rotating with a variable angular velocity, so which is not a constant, therefore there is an angular acceleration, therefore it is also have two accelerations, that is centripetal and tangential. So first draw the FCRS. So first 1643.55 divided by 100, that is 16.43, that is 1.6 centimeter. So draw a parallel line first, parallel line which is going down, so I am drawing the line which will be a 1 point, as I have calculated, was 16.43 mm, that is 1.64. so mark at a 1.6 centimeter, 1.6 centimeter. This is FCRS. Now we have to draw tangential acceleration. As I said, the tangential acceleration is perpendicular to the centripetal acceleration, so draw perpendicular line to the FCRS by a dotted line. Which intersects the tangential acceleration of QR. Okay, I have drawn the perpendicular to the FCRS and which meet to the FTQR. This is FTRS. Now we have got the one cross point which is the R1, which is a R dash. So join that R and Q dash, R dash Q dash, and R dash Q dash and P dash S dash. This is the acceleration. This is the acceleration polygon. Here I have joined the P dash and R and Q dash and R, because the real acceleration is Q dash R dash, which is the resultant of centripetal and tangential. Here also P dash R S dash R dash S dash is the resultant of tangential RS and centripetal RS, which is the real acceleration. Okay, now this is the acceleration polygon. Now we have to calculate the angular acceleration of link QR and RS. So for that FT, we have to calculate the FTQR and FTRS equal to FTQR measure the FTQR, which is 34, which is 34 into scale equal to 34 into scale is the 100, so 34 into 100 equal to 3400 mm per second square. Now for FTRS measure the FTRS, which is exactly 5, that is 50 into scale equal to 50 into 100 equal to 5000 mm per second square. Now for calculating the angular acceleration of links, FTQR equal to R alpha. Therefore alpha is the angular acceleration, alpha QR. Here FTQR is equal to R alpha QR. Alpha QR is the angular acceleration of link QR equal to FTQR upon R. R is the length of link equal to FTQR is the 3400 divided by R. R is the length of QR. QR is 175. Therefore alpha QR equal to 3400 divided by 175, that is 19.43 radian per second square. Okay, now for FTRS equal to R alpha RS. So alpha RS equal to FTRS upon R equal to FTRS is a 5000 divided by R is the length of 100. Here is the 5000 divided by 112.5. Therefore 5000 divided by 112.5, which is 44.44. So alpha RS equal to 44.44 radian per second square. This is the answer. Alpha QR, alpha RS, omega PQ and omega RS. Here is the solution of the problem of velocity and acceleration of 4-bar chain. Thank you.